We're going to continue with Wellington and its buildings. Uncertainty about the conditions some are in, and that's not surprising less than 72 hours after the first earthquake. What is more surprising is the damage some have sustained in a city where buildings are constructed to be earthquake resistant for obvious reasons. The capital's Mayor, Justin Lester, estimates about 60 buildings are currently closed because of an increased earthquake risk. Now, many of them will probably be fine. Teresa Cowie reports on what's going on in Wellington.
Civil Defence says the office building at 61 Molesworth Street has severe structural damage and is at risk of collapse. A large cordon is in place around the 36-metre high block, and those living and working in buildings nearby are being kept away. The Wellington Mayor, Justin Lester, says the council is awaiting more information from engineers.
It's likely the building will need to be deconstructed. We've had some assessment done. The landlord's in agreement that we're happy to take the engineer's advice, and likewise the insurer as well.
And around the corner on Aitken Street, RNZ News understands the national headquarters of the Defence Force have been closed. Information obtained by RNZ says its 1,200 staff have been told they'll not be able to return for a year because of quake damage. The building was opened in 2007, and documentation from its architects show it was built to high seismic and security standards. The Thorndon Quay Defence Office is also closed due to yesterday's flooding, and all Wellington-based defence staff are working from home until further notice. The Defence Force has not responded to RNZ's request for comment. Justin Lester says assessments of the Defence headquarters are still being made, and currently there's no risk to members of the public in the area around Defence House. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Wellington CBD, the fire service has evacuated about 40 residents from the Tennyson apartments. A spokesperson for the service, Michael Wanoa, says engineers called it at 11:30 this morning to help get people out of the building. Mr Wanoa says engineers have deemed the building unsafe. A resident, Barry Saunders, says he hopes to get an update on what's happening in the situation in the coming hours.
Word as we're coming down that entry would not be allowed, but what the real facts are we hope to find out today sometime. I know nothing. Other than we can't get in.
Matthew Lee works at an architectural firm on Tennyson Street and says his company has had to get out of its offices because of the risk posed by the apartment block next door.
Fire service and police showed up and started cordoning off the streets and evacuating the building. Firstly, the apartment building itself, and then the buildings next door.
What was it like when the fire service came in? Did you have time to take away the things that you needed to take away?
Yeah, we did. Yep. So we're able to remove all our computers and server and hard drives and whatnot, just in case this is going to be a long-term thing.
Justin Lester praised the engineering community for its hard work and thanked engineers from outside quake-affected areas who have offered assistance. For Checkpoint, ko Teresa Cowie tēnei.